how did we end up here?
Non più farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando al riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor.
Alright, we may need to rewind this show a little. I do remember that I was home alone and I was thinking about making something for dinner.
Oh, hi, Teddy.
Hey, Daddy. What's cooking? I'm super hungry.
I was thinking to have some pizza.
Pizza? Love it. Okay, get ready and let's go.
I was actually planning to make it right here at home.
Whoa. At home? Do you actually know how to make pizza napoletana?
No, but
Do you have the wood-fried brick oven?
no.
Do you have mozzarella di bufala?
What?
Sorry, mozzarella cheese made from the milk of Italian Mediterranean buffalo. You have that?
No.
You see, Daddy, without all that, we can never make the pizza right. So dress up and let's go. I'm starving.
I know you know your pizzas, Teddy. And I also know what you're thinking, that I have never made one at home before. But I did watch Hannah make pizzas at home all the time. And it would always take her like 15 minutes. Super easy. So why don't we give it a try? I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And who knows, maybe my pizza will be as good as yours.
Okay, you got me curious there. Let's do it. I'm just gonna change my clothes and we can get started. I have my honey ready and I hope you guys are ready with your snacks too. Wait a second, let me just do something about the music. Joey! YOLO! Joey, you have something better there? Just a second, Teddy. You know, I like the beat, but it does feel a little repetitive. Okay, Teddy, check this out. Now you're talking. Alright, so before we get started, we will need some tools and ingredients. Okay, we have a cutting board just for the playground so we know where to roll the dough. Sheet pan with rims, great idea. That's where the pizza goes and that's how it's gonna go to the oven. What's that? A roller? Oh yeah, we're gonna use that to stretch the pizza, but if you don't have one, you can use a big bottle too. Next, all-purpose flour. Great idea, Daddy. We're gonna need that to dust the cutting board so the dough doesn't stick. We have olive oil. Excellent. We'll put it on the pan as well as our pizza. Then, the dough. This is the pre-made dough that we got in a supermarket. It is much easier this way than making the dough from scratch. Okay, toppings. We're gonna start with the tomato sauce. This is probably the most important ingredient. And also some cheese. This is mozzarella cheese. Daddy, I hope this is the one from Buffalo. Okay, we are all set, so let's boogie. First, empty the dough into a bowl. My piece is really small because Hannah has made already 2 pizzas out of it. So this is the 1/3 that we have left. Then, cover it with a dishcloth. The reason why we're doing it, to make sure the dough is nice and warm so it grows a little bit. When you buy pizza dough from store, you put it in a fridge or a freezer. So to make it warmer, you may need to warm it up anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. Wow, looking good. Beautiful. Okay. So now that we have everything nice and puffy, it looks like it has grown. We're gonna just double check all the ingredients, make sure we have the flour, we have the olive oil, mozzarella cheese, and tomato sauce. Okay, I think we're all ready to play with the dough some more. Now, I'm gonna clean these things up a little bit. And the first thing I'm gonna do is to put some olive oil on the pan, just so that the pizza doesn't stick to it. Some people also use parchment paper, but I think it is easier this way because we're not using a lot of paper. Let's preserve the nature. Okay, I spread the oil with spatula, like that. You can just smear it around, blah, 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 blah. Shoo, 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 shoo. Wow, 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 wow. So much fun. Like that, like that. Good job, Daddy. You're doing all the work while I'm having fun. Alright, back to work. I see that Daddy put some flour into a small container. This way it's much easier to spread the flour around the cutting board. And the reason why we're putting the flour down is because the dough itself is really sticky, and if we didn't use the flour on the cutting board, it would be sticking to it, and it would make the work so much harder, if not impossible. Then we're gonna grab the dough. You see how fluffy it is? Oh, it grew so well. And once we kind of grab it from the ball, we're gonna drop it on the cutting board, and we're gonna start playing around with it with our hands. You can squeeze it, you can punch it, but the idea is really to make it flatter and spread it around, so it's not this round ball anymore, but rather flat pizza-like object. As you can see, it stretches, and that's really cool. So we may continue using our hands, stretching it, or grab the roller. And if you don't have a roller, as I said, you can use a glass bottle that will do a really good job too. Time for a little inspection. All right, everything's looking good. Good job, Daddy. You can continue with a little bit of that rolling action, if your pizza is still a little thick, or you can have some fun with it, and see if you can make it fly around like they do in the pizza store. But I guess Daddy was not able to do that. It's probably not as easy. Okay, we're gonna be stretching it a little bit more, so it's really thin. I guess we're going for the thin crust one. And if it gets too sticky, you can use your flour and dust it a little bit more so it's not as sticky. And when you're done, you can just lift the dough with your fingers. Just be careful because it is super thin, so it is easy to make a hole in it. If that happens, put the dough back on the cutting board and fix the hole with more dough from the edges. Alright, I think we're ready to put the dough into our pan. When you drop it in, don't worry if the dough flies over it. You can easily fix it, stretch it, and make it fit your pan. I see that Daddy's working on the crust. Now, crust is super important because it's helping us keep the tomato sauce inside. Just roll the edges inwards, and that's how you create a tasty crust. And when you're done, we're ready to put the pizza into the oven for the first time. Ask grown-ups for help because ovens can be super dangerous and hot. Preheat the oven to about 300 to 400 degrees. And let's leave pizza there for about 7 minutes. This way, the dough gets a little bit harder and it will be easier for the toppings to stay on top of it. In the meantime, we can clean up the table and get all the toppings ready. After about 7 minutes, we're ready to bring our creation back from the oven. Don't be surprised when it's not looking perfect. It's as original as you are. Looks like Daddy is testing the thickness of it, making sure it's not too soft or too hard. Then we'll start adding the toppings. We'll start with olive oil. Just spread it around and make sure you have plenty of olive oil on the edges because the crust will be exposed during baking. Spatula will come super handy here. And when you're done, we're ready to add some dry seasoning. I like basil and oregano. So just sprinkle it on top of your pizza, just like that. Make sure you do not leave any spots unattended. Oh, looks like Daddy is going a little bit crazy here with extra garlic powder. Maybe it's gonna be tasty. Alright, here comes my favorite, tomato sauce. There are so many different kinds and flavors. Just drop the tomato sauce on top of your pizza like it's hot. We will use the spatula again to spread the tomato sauce around. Keep spreading it and make sure you cover every spot again.
Finally, let's add our mozzarella cheese. Just sprinkle it around and we're done. Or are we? Actually, this is where the fun begins. If you have more toppings available, like pepperoni or mushrooms, you can have so many different kinds of pizzas. So have fun with it and enjoy all the different flavors pizza offers. When you're done with your creation, let's put it back into the oven. This time, preheat the oven to 500 degrees. And let's leave the pizza in for another 7 minutes. It's a good idea to keep checking on your pizza during that time. And when you see the cheese melting, it's pretty much done. But I like my pizza crispy, so I'm watching those edges turning yellow or even brown.
Let me tell you, waiting for pizza is not an easy job. So I think I'm gonna take a little nap.
Teddy, wake up! Our pizza is ready and it's looking really tasty.
Wow. Teddy, I think we did it again. This smells and looks delicious to me. Do you agree?
Yeah, can we start eating?
Should we invite Uncle Dejo? I'm sure he would love to have some pizza with us.
Actually, Daddy, I called him already. He's here. Right there.
You did?
Non più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno di torno girando, delle belle turbando il riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Delle belle turbando il riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Non più avrai questi bei panacchini, quel cappello leggero galante, quella chioma, quell'oria brillante, quel vermiglio d'onesco color, quel vermiglio d'onesco color.
What happened to all the pizza?
Sorry, Daddy.
That's alright. I'm gonna make some more tomorrow. It was that easy. How was it, Teddy? Good?
Fantastico.
I'm glad to hear that. Well, friends, that's all from us today. We hope you enjoyed our show and that we'll see each other again soon. Take care, enjoy your pizza, and stay safe. Bye.
Delle belle turbando il riposo, Narcisetto a dolcino d'amor. Fra guerrieri può far bacco, gran bustacchi stretto sacco, schioppo in spalla, sciabla a fianco, collo dritto.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully we'll see you again next week for another juicy episode from Daddy and Teddy. And if you've enjoyed our show, make sure to subscribe to our channel and press the bell button so you don't miss a thing. Thank you.